Sudan's Prime Minister Abdalla Hamdok said on Monday he has agreed to join the man who deposed him in a coup, Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, to form a government in order to maintain the economic gains from the past 2 years. Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken called on the two leaders to build on the first step of the agreement and continue the transition that was interrupted by the coup last month. For more on the latest developments in Sudan, I'm joined live via Skype from Kampala, Uganda, by Toba Bassey, chairman and co-founder Sudan Liberation Movement and former fellow at African Union Department of Political Affairs. Mr. Bassey, great to have you on Africa 54.
Thank you for having me, Esther.
Were you surprised that Abdalla Hamdok would join the man who deposed him and detained him to now form a new government?
Well, I wasn't surprised in the first place because the cohabitation arrangement that was born out of the negotiation between the CFF and the military council, the 2 years has shown indicators that these people are not willing to cooperate and put Sudan on the track of transition into a democratic state. And what happened, it was a shock to the world. But, you know, the security committee of Bashir, that is led by the coup leader Burhan and his deputy, they were working the last 2 years to change the status quo in the country and to make that huge U-turn that we've all seen. But for Hamdok to accept that one, it was a serious U-turn from the track of civilian-led transitional Sudan that we all expected. Unfortunately, he disappointed us.
So Hamdok is now being accused by the protesters of selling out the revolution. Will his reinstatement to this government stop the protesters from demanding a civilian government in Sudan?
Well, it was clear that the people are not into Hamdok in person as much as people wanted people's power, that people want to see a civilian government that is promised to work on certain benchmark to dismantle the legacy of 30 years of the Bashir's regime and to put the infrastructure for democratic transition and establish the rule of law. This is what caused the general to depose the civilian-led government, and he has created a new dispensation. This dispensation is not taking people anywhere other than taking us back to the dark ages of totalitarian.
Bassey, very briefly, military leaders are not known to take orders from civilians. Who will be telling who what between Hamdok and al-Burhan now?
That is very clear from the day when the FFC's mistake was having this cohabitation arrangement with the military in the first place, because their role is not to govern, their role is to protest, their role is to secure the country. Being involved in politics, that it has created this dilemma now, and there is a total unconstitutional situation.